Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today is Battlefield 2042 launch day, at least if you bought like the deluxe edition or if you're accessing it through EA Play like I am. I have the $15 one so I can play it as much as I want. Essentially the game is unlocked for me now. If you have the $5 one, you can get a 10-hour early trial and still access it starting today. So if you just want to try it out and you're not sure if you want to buy it yet, I guess you technically could for $5 and try it out for about 10 hours, which probably should be enough. But we're going to be taking a look at the performance, port quality on the PC, and all that kind of stuff. So first, as we always like to do, let's jump into the video options menu. And also a quick note, when you load up the game for the first time, at least for me, crossplay was disabled. And I would go ahead and enable that. That way, there's just a lot more players then to play with. I was actually having some trouble finding games like on the maps and stuff that I wanted to play, like Bad Company 2 maps specifically and the Rush mode. And as soon as I enabled crossplay, there was like tons of players. So definitely do that. Graphics options though in here on 4K 120 hertz. FOV I have set to 90. It goes as high as 105. I wish it went higher than that for some people. I know other people like to go a lot higher. Or you can go down as low as 50. It was actually on like, it was really low to start off. Like I think it was 55 or maybe 60. But 90 is where I personally like to leave it. But I wish that it was a higher range on this for people that like to do it. Actually for vehicles I like to max it out all the way, and you got your ADS field of view options. Really nothing in here too new or crazy compared to previous games. All of these graphics options here were on by default. Motion blur, chromatic aberration, film grain, vignette, lens distortion, basically game options that make the game look worse. So of course I've disabled all of that, but everything else in here maxed out at ultra at the highest setting that they have available. Texture quality, texture filtering, lighting quality, effects, post-processing, mesh, terrain, undergrowth quality, anti-aliasing, post-processing, and ambient occlusion, which on the Ultra preset was just an HBAO, but there is an HBAO full option. So I'm using that, and I'm using DLSS on quality, but once we get in game, I'll flip that stuff on and off. I actually haven't even tried the ray traced ambient occlusion yet. The game is very taxing to run. It runs great with, it gets high frame rates with DLSS, but when you turn it off, it's like struggling to hold 60 on some maps and some servers. But yeah, these are the settings I'm using. High fidelity objects amount at the bottom here. That's also maxed out at ultra, and I would recommend using DLSS if you're finding you need the extra frames. And on the quality preset, undistinguishable from playing it native. It looks very good. So let's jump into a server and we'll see what the performance is like in game with all the metrics and everything on the overlay. But first, today's video is brought to you by Primetecmart.com, where you can save money on software like Windows 10 Pro licenses for under $25. They've also got Windows 10 Home for under $20, and now Windows 11 Pro you can grab over on Primetecmart.com. They've also got Office 2019 and the new Office 2021. And if you want to save an additional 20% at checkout on Windows 10 or any other software, go ahead and click Buy It Now. And during the checkout process, go ahead and put JP20 in and apply that coupon, and that'll give you 20% off of any software that you happen to pick up over there. So for Windows 10 Pro, you can see it dropped our price down from $24.46 to under $20. So be sure to hit up the links down in the description below, and don't forget to use my coupon code JP20 at checkout for an additional 20% off. All right, let's see if this server actually works. I had to go through like literally 12 servers to get into a game or into a server that wasn't like grenades only or something like that, so we can just take a look at some performance metrics. And I was trying to get a 128 player server, you know, for oh, look at that stutter right there. Did you see that big old hitchy hitch? Look at that frame time graph. Good old Battlefield and DirectX 12, see? Wow. It is running better than the beta, though. I will say that. I will say it's definitely running better than the beta. Look at that slide. It's slide action. Got any sights for this bad boy? Only have like a 2x sight so far for this gun, as I've really not played that much. I did like a couple of rounds of TDM on No Star Canals, and did a 128 player Valparaiso. This is Erica Harbor, which is also Bad Company 2 map. Although back in the day, I was playing on the 360, so it was like, I think it was what, like 16 players? Like 8v8 or something? Or maybe it was 32 or so, I can't remember exactly. It might have been 32. Let's see, we got any baddies? We got a guy right there of some sort. Oh, sniper, sniper! Got a med pack. So yeah, this is, I would say, the fairly typical performance on most of the maps I've been on, even when the servers are smaller in size and not this big. Like I'd say this is pretty typical performance that I've been seeing with DLSS on the quality setting. So let's go ahead and swap that off right now, the DLSS that is, and you'll see how it's running at native. Quality off. There we go. So there we go. Now we're about, now this is, and like I said, pretty much every map I played, this is typical. Like it'll sit around 60, and then some maps, some areas, it'll definitely come down below 60. You can see we're getting pretty close to it there. But I've seen it come down into the mid 50s, but nothing too horrendous, nothing too bad. So yeah, it would definitely still be playable like this, but as you saw, the DLSS on it, at least on the quality setting, looks so darn good anyway. So there's almost no reason not to use it, you know, to get some extra performance and stuff. Hello, buddy. God damn it. That's right. No, I didn't have a RPG for the tank. We got a 100-second revive counter. That's got to be a portal customization right there. Might have to go an engineer. Oh, isn't that, what's his name? Well, Michael K. Williams, I know that, but Irish, that guy. That old chestnut. Get the recoilless M5 RPG, boys. Tank! It's a tank! I want the tank. Can I come with you? I'll come with you. Yeah! Now we're in a tank, boys. Let's see, where are the enemies? See, this is a, like I said, this is a custom server, but I joined earlier on like a regular Bad Company 2 server, and it was like all Bad Company. Like the voice acting and stuff like that for the call-outs with the soldiers and all that was all like full-on Bad Company 2. I can't get up, I'm fucked up, and I'm up. Like all that kind of stuff, like Battlefield 3, like all those old call-outs from those games. Take that, boy. God damn it. Oh my god, oh my god. Get down, get down. We need to get down. We need to shoot this guy over here. I hate ACOG scopes. I've already mentioned that. I really hate ACOG scopes. Oh, and I'm dead. I'm getting absolutely rinsed. This is the hardest part about testing multiplayer games, is you end up looking like you're a complete scrub because you're worrying about performance and that kind of stuff and not actually playing the game, which is entirely true. I would say I'm an average player, though. I'm an average to slightly above average player. But I am having trouble focusing on strategies and tactics and also talking about performance. And also, this ACOG on this gun sucks. I need to unlock a red dot ASAP. I cannot use this thing. Where is he? Stick out your little face. Also, why is there weapon depth of field on? That needs to get disabled. That's awful. It's absolutely terrible. So you're right there, aren't you? You little sucking motherfucker. I need to go get him, and then we can try putting on ambient occlusion ray traced. Ah, that sight is absolutely terrible. And there's just no red dot for this gun. Like, why would the red dot not be the first thing? It's like they're literally trying to hamper you. I hate the menus in this game also, by the way. I love having these maps and stuff like this, but the portal aspect of it is really annoying because there's just, it's also very early on. Like, the game's only been out for like 5 hours or so. So I look forward to, in the coming weeks, like some communities and servers getting, you know, more established and being like full-time, like 24/7 classic Bad Company 2 maps and things along those lines that are, you know, always populated. That's what I would like to see. There's a guy over there, a guy all around me. I think they took the whole base, so they're moving up. So we got to spawn back at the next base now. And then we'll go over and swap over the option. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy with like how these Bad Company 2 maps and stuff like that, but I want the full classic Bad Company 2 experience. And I may actually get rid of this ACOG because it is that horrendous. So I want to be able to get on those servers all the time and just, you know, have that classic experience. But like people are already like taking advantage of it so much and like making like zombie servers and all that kind of weird shit. And I'm just not into that. I want the classic Bad Company 2 remastered experience that was kind of promised. So, okay, what are we doing? Options. So let's go ahead and whack over to Let's put on the ray traced ambient occlusion, which nobody in their right mind would use in a multiplayer game and butcher their performance like that. And it's really dying. It's struggling to load in the new assets. Now we're getting about 50 frames. And I mean, I can't see a difference. I mean, it's ray traced ambient occlusion, which is like the shadow in this corner here. Like, who's going to be looking at that? I'd rather have reflections, if anything. But honestly, it doesn't really need it. The SSR implementation, whatever they're using in this game, as you can see on the puddles, all actually looks pretty good. So let's get rid of that shit. No one needs to be using that. It's a terrible idea. But the DLSS, awesome idea. That works really well. And I'm very happy with that performance. So this is the way I'll be playing it for sure. If you have an RTX card and you can use the DLSS, I highly recommend it if you need to get the performance boost. Because it's a pretty good implementation. I mean, we're not like doubling our frame rate or anything here. We went from around like 60 to 80 frames, so we gained like 20 FPS with that, which is like what, like 33% boost roughly, give or take a few. But overall, they did a better job than I thought they would compared to the beta with the DX12 performance. It still has like some pretty big hitches here and there, but it's not like a constant thing where I'm constantly running around and it's hitching. But there is some micro stutter, which might not come through in the video. And there's way too many people on this map. It's really hard to like do anything without a coordinated squad and stuff, which I'll definitely be doing later once my UK friends get off of work and we can sort of hop on together. But that's going to wrap it up for some BF 2042 testing. Hopefully you guys can get it dialed in settings-wise for your hardware. Overall, though, it seems to be fully utilizing the GPU. I'm not seeing like low GPU usage or anything like that like we saw with my GTA or even this game back in the beta. Someone's rinsing him over here. They got snipers. The snipers are up there. And utilizing pretty much like all the threads there. Look at I wish GTA did that with on Unreal Engine 4. Sadly, no, though. But overall, GG, DICE. GG. The servers definitely need to get sorted out. And I would like to see some more consistency with the custom servers or just some more official servers. Because they have like you could just search like Bad Company 2 Classic Rush, but then it put me in like a Squad Rush server that had like, it was like 4v4. God, I can't get a kill to save my fucking life. This ACOG needs to fucking go die in a goddamn hole somewhere and rot eternally. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Let me know if you guys are enjoying BF 2042, if you got the early access, and I will catch you guys next time for another video. Ta-ra.